Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 7th. I hope all of you are doing well these days. Today I am going to teach you few topics included in our smart syllabus from the grammar portion. Let's take a start from numbers. Dear students, open your textbooks of class 7th English on page number 105. Our first topic is singular and plurals. Here are simple rules given on the said page, that is 105, to make plurals from the singular nouns. Some nouns that end in F or FE became plural by changing the F or FE to VES. Like calf will become calves, half, halves, knife, knives. Other nouns that end in F or FE are treated as normal nouns, just you have to add S at the end. Like belief, beliefs, chef, chefs, chief, chiefs. The third rule is a small group of nouns that end in F can be made plural either way. And the examples are hoof, and while when you are going to make plural of hoof, you have to write and just put S, or you can also put VES, hoof, hoofs or hooves. Scarf, scarves or scarves. Loaf, loaves or loaves. And the fourth one is some nouns ending in US are made plural by changing the US to I. Like focus, focuses or foci, nucleus, nuclei, radius, radii. Some nouns ending in IS are made plural by changing the is to ES. IS, the IS to ES. Like axis, AXIS. इसके एंड में the word IS, alphabets IS, AXIS will change into AXES. In the same way, analysis will change into analysis. You just have to change I to E. Crisis will change into crisis. Some nouns ending in IX or EX are made plural by changing the IX to ICES. Like appendix will change into appendices. Index will change into indices. Vertex, while making vertex from you have to change the EX to ICES. Vertices. Move towards page number 106 of the same book. Some nouns become plural by changing the ending to en. Like singular, in singular we write child, man and woman, and while making the plural of these nouns, we will change the child to children, man to men and woman to woman. Some nouns become plural by changing the ending to a. Curriculum will change into curricula, datum to data, medium to media. Some nouns become plural by changing double O to double E. Like foot, F double O T, foot will change into F double E T, feet. Goose to geese, tooth to teeth. Some nouns become plural by changing the ending A to AE. Like antenna, antennas भी हो सकता है, but we may write antenna, add E at the end of antenna, then it will be taken as plural. Formula, vertebra. Some nouns become plural by replacing OUSE with ICE, like clouds, lice, and mouse, mice. Some nouns don't change at all between singular and plural forms, like aircraft, dear series, uh, they are they will remain the same and they may be taken as plural. Some nouns have only a singular form in ordinary usage. Some of these, like money, cotton, and sugar, can be plural when talking about particular kinds: coffee, corn, cotton, money, silver, sugar. Then, compound nouns are usually made plural by making the first noun part plural. Attorney general. There is there is a hyphen written in between these words, and you just have to change the first noun into plural. Attorneys general, and the second part will remain the same. Father-in-law, fathers-in-law. Mother-in-law, mothers-in-law. Uh, Here is a chart in front of you, just to give a glance over the singular plural lesson which we have learnt here. Like an apple or two apples, the in single it is an apple, it means it is a singular one, and while making plural it will be two apples. Noun ending with vowel plus y will change into ies: day, days, key, keys, boy, boys, donkey, donkeys, toy, toys. Noun ending with vowel will change into ies, like tomato, tomatoes. Es, you have to make you have to write es. Nouns ending with consonants will you just have to add s in front of them: video, videos, radio, radios, zoo, zoos, kangaroo, kangaroos. And noun that change when plural: man, men, woman, women, foot, feet, mouse, mice, child, children, person, people, tooth, teeth, louse, lice. Word that remain the same: fish, deer, sheep. Excuse me. Okay, I hope you have understood how to make nouns from how to make plurals from the singular nouns. The other topic we are going to discuss today is the auxiliary verbs. As you all know, students, that verbs are the words which shows action. And auxiliary verbs, today we are going to learn about auxiliary verbs. Helping verbs that add meaning to the clause where they are being used are called auxiliary verbs. Verbs which are used to express tense or to add emphasis. The three common auxiliary verbs have multiple forms. In simple words, auxiliary verbs are the helping verbs. They help the verbs and they help the reader to understand the meaning of the sentence. Uh, Before doing the exercise given on page number 117, uh, let me tell you there are 23 auxiliary verbs. There are 23 helping verbs, and they are am, is, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, be, been, and being. These are the 23 auxiliary verbs, or in other words we can say these are the 23 helping verbs we use in our daily conversation or in grammar. Acha ji, now the task is given on page number 117 or 117, that you have to fill in the blanks with appropriate auxiliary verbs. I repeat, कि verb are the words which shows action And auxiliary verbs are the verbs which are there to add the meaning to the clause where they are being used, or they are the helping verbs. Acha ji. Now, 5 sentences are given on page number 117, and you just have to put the helping or auxiliary verbs in the sentences to fill by filling in the blank spaces. I am having another piece of pizza. Number 2, she is making dinner for us now. I do not know the answer. I have been running for over an hour. She had given the grand prize. हमने ये जो वर्ब्स लगाए हैं, these verbs जितने भी हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स लगाए हैं, ये उन्हीं 23 ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स में से हमने लगाए हैं जो कि हमने अभी अपनी स्क्रीन्स पे देखे थे, कि बिकॉज वी हैव 23 ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स. ठीक है, आई होप दिस इज़ क्लियर टू यू. मूविंग टूवर्ड्स द third topic, we are going to read or learn today is the modal verbs. Helping verbs that perform other specific tasks to further modify the action or meaning of the main verb are called modal verbs. I repeat, helping verbs that perform other specific tasks to further modify the action or meaning of the main verb are called modal verbs. इनका काम भी उन्हीं को मज़ीद मॉडिफाई, जो वर्ब के मीनिंग को है उसको मज़ीद मॉडिफाई करना है. These tasks are to express, और वो क्या काम है जिनको ये मज़ीद मॉडिफाई करते हैं, वो हैं एबिलिटी, पॉसिबिलिटी, परमिशन और ऑब्लिगेशन. मॉडल वर्ब्स डू नॉट चेंज फॉर्म. ठीक है जी. अब आपको थोड़ा सा समझने की बात है, ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स तो हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स भी कहलाते हैं, और मॉडल वर्ब्स का काम मज़ीद मॉडिफाई करना है, मॉडिफाई द एक्शन और मीनिंग ऑफ द मेन वर्ब. और जो इनका एक्सप्रेशन है वो क्यों हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं, जस्ट टू एक्सप्रेस द एबिलिटी, पॉसिबिलिटी, परमिशन और ऑब्लिगेशन. मॉडल वर्ब्स अपनी फॉर्म चेंज नहीं करते, और वो कौन कौन से मॉडल वर्ब्स हैं, दिए कैन, कुड, बी एबल टू, मे, माइट, शैल, शुड, मस्ट, हैव टू, विल एंड वुड. I hope you understand. You moving towards how to use modal verbs. ये सारे modal verbs थे. अब हमें पता होना चाहिए कि हमने इनको यूज़ कैसे करना है. Modal verbs, first of all, I'll discuss can. Can is used to show the ability or request. For example, Julie can swim. Can I come with you? Can I come with you? Here, can is used to request someone. Could is used to show past ability, suggestion or future possibility. For example, could I use your phone please? Julie could swim when she was young. And then may is used when we need permission for future possibility. For example, may I borrow your pen? He may come to our place. And might is used to present or future possibility. For example, we might win the trophy but I doubt. Then must shows the necessity or obligation. For example, you must have an identity proof to enter in the room. And ought to when what's right or correct. For example, we might win the trophy but I doubt. Then shall shall is used to offer or to show any suggestion. For example, shall I help you? Shall I call her? Should is used to show should is used to advise or uncertain prediction. Uncertain prediction means जिसकी certainty नहीं हो, जिसका आपको 100% यकीन ना हो. For example, you should check it again. He should give her a call. Will shows the willingness, certain prediction or promise. For example, I will go to New York. It will rain today. It will rain today shows the prediction. Would shows request, invitation or making arrangements. For example, would you pass the pizza? Would you prefer tea or coffee? तो स्टूडेंट्स ये तो हाउ this slide shows how to use modal verbs. I have told you in detail about the modal verbs and how to use the modal verbs in your sentences. अब हमारे पास moving towards page number 118, there is an exercise given on page number 118 that if you have to fill in the blanks by selecting appropriate modal verbs so the meanings of the sentence are clear. A very easy exercise is given here, and the options are also given in the brackets at the end of the sentence. You just have to pick the right option and insert the option in the given blanks. Let's start. Ali can name all the Pakistani prime ministers. Number 2, you should go home and lie down. Number 3, when it is your time, you can go. I may be late for the meeting. Would you mind if I stayed here for a while? लेट मी क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स के पास ब्लैंक्स ऐसे होते हैं कि वहाँ पे आप एक से ज़्यादा मॉडल वर्ब्स भी वहाँ पे एडजस्ट हो सकते हैं. ठीक है जी. आई होप the use of what are the modal verbs and the use of modal verbs is clear to you. And next is our next topic is prepositions. Prepositions can be simple prepositions consisting one word only, compound prepositions consisting more than one word, and phrase prepositions group of words used as a single preposition. ठीक है. एक लफ्ज़ पे मबनी भी हो सकती हैं, एक से ज़्यादा पे भी हो सकती हैं, और ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स पे भी हो सकती हैं, लेकिन वो काम एक ही preposition का कर रहा होगा. They all have a function to explain a relationship or show location. Some examples of all types of prepositions are, अब जैसे कि हमने पहले पढ़ लिया है कि 3 किस्म की prepositions हैं. एक simple prepositions जिसमें सिर्फ एक word होगा, compound prepositions जिसमें एक से ज़्यादा words होंगे, और तीसरा है जी फ्रेज preposition जो एक फ्रेज पे मबनी हो गया, काम वो सिंगल prepositions का ही करेगा. तो हमारे पास एग्जांपल्स हैं, हम एक दफ़ा पढ़ लेते हैं बिफोर गोइंग टूवर्ड्स अ टास्क. सिंपल prepositions की एग्जांपल्स हैं एट, बाय, फॉर, ऑफ, इन, आउट, टिल, अप, विद, थ्रू. And compound prepositions about, between, around, before, besides, beneath, below, behind, along, across, above, etc. Phrase prepositions according to, because of, in front of, by means of, for the sake of, in addition to, in case of, with reference to, in course of, instead of, in order to, etc. अब हमारे पास एट द एंड ऑफ पेज नंबर 119 a simple task is given. You just have to select the appropriate preposition from the given choices in the box below. There are few prepositions given in the box, in the green box, and you have to choose or pick the correct preposition from there and insert it in the blanks. And let's start. The first one is the little girl sat under the tree. The old woman from the cash counter went to the cupboard. He acted in accordance with my instructions. Why don't you go along with your brother? Moving towards the next page, page number 120, sentence number 5. I am so sorry. There is a large mango tree in front of his house. Number 6. The grandfather sat by the fire and told us tales from his past. Number 7. At the ceremony, he read the address on behalf of his staff. Sorry, students, for the inconvenience because I am suffering from the bad throat. I hope it is not affecting the lecture. Okay, ji, coming towards the last topic I have selected for today's lecture is the fluency of expression. We have to learn idioms for fluent expression. Page number 121 of your textbooks. Learn the following idioms and try to search for more of them and add to your collection. With the help of your friends and teacher, make sentences using the following idioms. There are 5 idioms given in the task, in the exercise given on page number 121. I am going to read the idioms and the meanings of the given idioms. Mile a minute. It means at a very rapid pace, बहुत तेज़ी से. Travel light. To travel without bringing much luggage. ज़्यादा सामान लिए बगैर सफ़र करना. Off the beaten track or path. Away from the frequently traveled routes. यानी कि जो अक्सर जिन रूट्स पे ट्रैवल किया जाता है उनके अलावा आप कोई रूट अपनाएं. Asleep at the wheel. Not attentive towards one's job. जो आपका काम है अगर आप उसकी तरफ अपनी फुल अटेंशन नहीं दे रहे तो. In the same boat, in similar often difficult circumstances. Okay, students, these are the idioms and their meanings. And today's task is that you just have to write 5 sentences using the given idioms. You have to make the sentences on your own by using these idioms. Meanings are given in front of you. मैंने आपको explain भी कर दिए हैं. आज का task or your homework is just to make the sentences from the given idioms and then show the sentences to your subject teacher for correction. बाकी जो exercises and tasks हमने अभी किए हैं you also have to write those exercises in your neat copies and then submit your task to your subject teacher for checking. I hope you all have enjoyed the lecture. Till next lecture, take care. Allah Hafiz.